Good day to all. I am Sneha of Secondary Combi, Department of Commerce, KCS Kashinadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to see about the concept of holding company. Here we go. So firstly, what is holding company? A holding company is one which directly or indirectly acquired either or more than of the number of shares in one or more companies. Holding company interest in such companies are called as holding company. So next, subsidiary companies. The company whose shares have been acquired is known as subsidiary companies. In other words, a company controlled by holding company is known as subsidiary company. A subsidiary company is a business that is owned either partly or completed by the another company. The next we are going to see about the consolidated balance sheet. This is most important in the holding company accounting. So this balance sheet, it is the combination of holding and subsidiary companies' asset and liabilities or adding up in the form of share capital, reserves and accumulated losses, and tangible, intangible and current assets are recorded in the consolidated balance sheet. You treat your company and any subsidiaries as a single enterprise. Next we are going to see about the minority interest. A holding company acquires majority equity shares in a subsidiary company, representing the control interest. The remaining shares may be in the hands of the general public. Such holding of the general public in the subsidiary company is called as minority interest. Next, we are going to see about the cost of control. Cost of control is the practice of identifying and reducing business expenses to increase profits, and it starts with the budgeting process. Cost control is an important factor in maintaining and growing profitability. In cost of control, a company can yield it of two bases, accordingly net basis. Number one is goodwill, number two is capital reserve. So, goodwill. If the amount paid by the holding company for the shares of subsidiary company is more than the net asset or net worth on the date of acquisition, the difference is considered as the goodwill. The next one is capital reserve. If there is excess of proportionate shares in net assets of subsidiary company and cost in shares of acquired by holding company, the difference is known as capital reserve, and it is derived from the accumulated capital surplus of the company created out of capital profit. The next is meaning of capital profit. All the profit earned by the subsidiary company till the date of acquisition of the shares by the holding company have to be taken as a capital profit of the holding company. The next we are going to see about capital loss. All accumulated losses on the date of purchase of shares by the holding company are termed as capital losses. Similarly, any loss incurred in the current year before purchase of shares is also capital loss. Any loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities at the time of purchase of the shares is also treated as the capital loss. Next we are going to see about the revenue profit and revenue loss. So meaning of the revenue profit. Any profit earned by the subsidiary company after the date of acquisition is revenue profit. While preparing the CBS, that is consolidated balance sheet, shares in capital profit should be adjusted with the cost of control. The next is revenue loss. Any loss incurred by the subsidiary company after the date of purchase of shares by the holding company is called revenue loss or post-acquisition loss. Revenue loss has to be divided in the holding minority ratio. Minority shares has to be subtracted while ascertaining minority interest. Holding company share has to be reduced from its profit and loss account in the consolidated balance sheet. If profit or loss account does not show any credit balance, the revenue loss may be shown on the asset side of the consolidated balance sheet under miscellaneous expenditure. Next, we are going to see about the bonus share. Bonus shares are given to the shareholders when companies are short of cash and shareholders expect a regular income. Shareholders may sell the bonus shares and meet their liquidity needs. Bonus shares may also be issued to the restructured companies. Reserves issuing bonus shares does not involve cash flow. So what means till the date of acquisition? All profit and losses acquired till or on the date of acquisition are termed as a capital profit, and it means that the acquisition date is the date on which an acquirer takes control of a target company from its former shareholders. The acquisition date starts in the underlying acquisition agreement, and before or on the date the profit are termed as capital profit. So next is after the date of acquisition. After the date of acquisition, that earns all profit or losses acquires after the date are termed as the revenue profit, the date on which the acquirer obtains control of the acquirer. In general, the date on which the acquirer obtains control of the acquirer is the date on which the acquirer legally transfers the consideration, acquires the assets, and assumes the liability of the acquiree, that is, holding and subsidiary companies. Thank you.